Welcome to our writing lesson. So yesterday in writing, we talked about developing that first sentence in our opinion writing, where we're stating our opinion. We had a question to answer. Our question was, what house would you like to stay in for the weekend? So we had to answer our question stating our opinion, didn't we? So Miss Gaskins wrote the sentence, I think I would like to stay on a houseboat for the weekend. What sentence did you write as you were stating your opinion sentence? What sentence did you write? I feel like it would be fun to stay in a hut for the weekend. Okay. What else? What else did you write? Now, here would we use I prefer? That probably wouldn't be a good sentence starter to start with because we're not preferring one house over the other, really. We've probably never stayed in one of those houses before, so this is a new experience that we're wanting to try. So prefer is when you know that you like one thing over another, okay? We're not going to use my favorite because like I said, we probably haven't stayed in any of these types of houses before. All right, so you could also have used in my opinion. In my opinion, I would like to stay in an apartment for the weekend, okay? You got to choose what you wanted to stay in for the weekend. Remember, you did a graphic organizer to tell your opinion, which house you wanted to stay in that answered the question. Then you had to give 4 reasons why, okay? So Miss Gaskins' reasons for wanting to stay in a houseboat is to travel. It floats on water, you can see the sights, and it can be spacious like a house, okay? So now that I've written my introduction sentence, I'm going to focus on writing my 3 reasons that I have that opinion, okay? When you're writing your 3 reasons for having your opinion, you are using facts as evidence, okay? So here we should have 3 facts, 3 reasons that back up our opinion or tell the reader why that is our opinion. Now we have some sentence starters. Another reason also, blank is great because, blank is my favorite because, the reason I like blank is because. But remember, this is a new experience. So I'm just going to start it out with the reason I would like to stay in a houseboat is because, okay? Now, for this purpose, like you've done on your graphic organizer, you're writing your beginning, you're writing your reasons, and then you're writing your end. So Miss Gaskins is going to do that. We normally would write this in a paragraph form, but for the point of us developing our sentences and our reasons, we're going to write it separate. So remember, Miss Gaskins said the reason I would like to stay in a houseboat is because. All right, so now I'm going to go back to my reasons that I said. I want to travel, float on water. It can be spacious, seeing sights. Now, we have 4 reasons here, and we only have to write 3 reasons in our writing. So we could do a couple things. We could take one of those completely off, or we could add it in with another reason, kind of combine 2 reasons. So that's what Miss Gaskins is going to do. I'm going to combine can be spacious and travel together. Because when you travel somewhere, you like to have space, right? Think about when you're riding in the car somewhere. You get tired, right? Your legs get cramped. You just need to get up and move. So if it's spacious, has a lot of space, then it makes traveling more enjoyable, doesn't it? So the reason I would like to stay on a houseboat is because you can travel many places on a spacious boat. Okay? So see how I combine those 2 reasons? So my first reason for wanting to stay on a houseboat for the weekend is that you can travel many places on a spacious boat. I like to travel and go different places. So that would be a perfect weekend for me. Now I'm going to tell you another reason. I'm going to start this one with another reason I want to stay on a houseboat is because. All right, what's another reason that I said I've already used travel, can be spacious, float on water, and seeing sights. Have you ever been out on a boat before and just floated on the water? Or maybe you floated in an inner tube? It's very relaxing, isn't it? So on this houseboat, we can just float on the water and relax all the time, can't we? We would be close to the water. So another reason I want to stay on a houseboat is because I could be close to the water all weekend. Okay? I could be close to water all weekend. All right, so that's my second reason. Another reason I want to stay on a houseboat is because I could be close to water all weekend. So do you see how I started it with another reason? I'm telling you that it's a reason. I didn't just start and say I could be close to water all weekend. I made sure you realize that the reason I want to stay on a houseboat is because I can be close to water, okay? So make sure that we're developing those sentences, using our sentence starters that are on our anchor chart here to help us develop those really great sentences, okay? All right, now we're going to go for our third reason. All right, now let's do our last reason. So my last reason that I have is seeing sights. Do you know what that means? Remember I talked about when I read Kids on the High Sea from our Ready Reading text that they saw all kinds of different animals. They saw these dolphins jumping out of water. If you're close to water and you're out in the ocean, you could see things. But even if you were maybe here on Lake Logan Martin or Lake Martin or some type of lake, you could see different beautiful sights, right? The scenery is always really pretty around lakes. I love to see all the trees and things like that, okay? So that is my last reason for wanting to stay on a houseboat. So I'm just going to say also, and then I can't just put my reason. I need to say also, I want to stay on a houseboat because all right, why do I want to stay on that houseboat? Because of all the beautiful scenery that you can see, right? Because of the beautiful scenery all around the water. Okay? So that is my third reason for wanting to stay on a houseboat for a weekend. The reason I want to stay on a houseboat is because you can travel many places on a spacious boat. Another reason I want to stay on a houseboat is because I could be close to water all weekend. Also, I want to stay on a houseboat because of the beautiful scenery all around the water. So see how I took my reasons from around and I developed them into really great sentences. Your sentences still need to remind me that we're answering the question of what house would you like to stay in for the weekend, okay? So as you are completing your middle part, please make sure that you are developing those sentences really well. Remember, that's why we're going back and going over opinion writing to help us better develop our sentences. I can't wait to read the awesome reasons that you chose the place to stay for the weekend that you chose.